What's up, YouTube? I'm Josh, and this is another episode of Beard Meets Flavor. Today, we're trying our hand at the Dutch Baby, and we're showing you 3 ways to use it. We got a savory way, more traditional way, and then, of course, our nice fresh berries and fresh whipped cream. So, stick around. We'll show you how we did it. It's super easy, super delicious. We'll be right back. First things first, let's go ahead and make our batter. So, I've got 3/4 of a cup of whole milk, room temperature. I've got 3 large eggs, room temperature. Let's try and keep all the shells out of these eggs. Okay, now we're going to do 3/4 of a cup all-purpose flour. Okay, 3/4 of a cup flour. We're going to do a pinch of salt, sugar. We're going to do, I don't know, like 2 teaspoons of sugar. And I totally forgot to get all this stuff ready, but we're just going to do like a teaspoon of vanilla extract. All right, so oven's preheating to 400 degrees. I'm going to throw the pan in there. It's a cast iron pan. Throw the cast iron pan in there so it can heat up. I'm going to blend this off camera so that way you guys don't have to listen to it. Come back. I'll show you the finished product, right? He says right. See you in a second. Okay, so the batter's mixed. You'll see it's a very wet batter. I mean, kind of like a crepe batter. Cool thing about this is you're going to get like this kind of crispy, custardy texture. It's going to have kind of a French toast-ish flavor. But the cool thing about it is you can do it sweet. You can do it savory. You can, add meat and stuff into the pan when you're cooking it. It's just super versatile, and you can do lots of cool things with it. Plus, it's pretty impressive looking, so a good way to dial up breakfast. I've got our cast iron pan preheating in the oven at 400 degrees. I'm going to let that go for about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll get going. Okay, so we've got our cast iron pan. It's heated up. I'm going to use some bacon grease. You can use avocado oil, whatever you want. I like bacon grease because it's bacon grease and it's delicious. So we're going to put this, it's not heated up quite enough. So the other way you can do is you can heat it up on the stove. Okay, so I've got a few tablespoons of bacon grease heated up in the pan. I'm going to take a paper towel and just kind of dab it and go around the outside of the pan just to make sure everything's nice and coated. And while all this stuff is heating up, the batter has been just kind of sitting at room temperature, kind of allowing the flour to absorb all the moisture so it's all nice and even. Then I'm going to go ahead and pour in the batter. Okay. Batter's in. Then I'm going to put it in the oven for 20 minutes. Center rack of the oven, 20 minutes. See you in a second. So let's take a look.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Oh, Alexa off. Hot. Woo! That's hot, ladies and germs. All right, so just take a gander at that. Nice golden brown, fluffy. I mean, it's just a good looking dish. Let me get a pot holder. Okay, so we're there. We're going to go ahead and build. So first things first, let's see if we can get this bad boy out of here. Okay. If I did my job correctly, it should come out. There we go. My kid's mad at me because the dog chewed up his shoes. So, all right, so we're going to cut it into 4 pieces, and we're going to have it 3 different ways.
Give my son burger and cheese with cream cheese.
No idea what he's talking about. Okay. All right, so first thing, we'll go ahead and make our savory one. So I've got some perfect cheesy scrambled eggs. And I'll link to my video where I made eggs. Let's finish it off with a little green onion. We're going to do it on here just because we'll transfer it. So we'll do kind of the traditional way, which is going to be, oh, Jesus. Syrup. A little bit of lemon zest. Watch that sticker, ladies and germs. Okay. A little bit of lemon zest. A little bit of lemon juice. Okay. And we're going to take some powdered sugar. Now there's very little sugar in the batter, so this will add a little bit of extra sweetness. Okay. And then for this one, we're going to do some fresh berries. A little cash. Please, goodness. A little bit of powdered sugar. And the pièce de résistance, some fresh homemade whipped cream. Okay. There's 3 ways to use a Dutch baby. We're going to take some photos. We'll come right back, and we'll see you. We have arrived, and if you guys have stuck around this long, do us a favor, like, subscribe, consider telling a friend. Helps the channel grow. Let's let the beard meet the flavor. I'm salivating. All right, so we're going to start with our savory version. So we just got the Dutch baby, some cheesy scrambled eggs, topped with a little bit of fresh salsa. It's great. I mean, you can taste that, like I said, kind of that French toastish kind of taste. A little bit of vanilla, a little bit of sweet, but it pairs real nicely with the savory eggs, the cheesy, that custardy kind of texture, and the little bit of spice from the salsa. Let's try the traditional. Never actually done it like this. I usually put stuff on it. That's really good. The sweet, that custardiness of the Dutch baby, a little bit of crisp from the shell, but that lemon really kind of opens it up, brightens it up, nice and fresh. Maybe simple's better. All right, last one. Berries, whipped cream, maybe. Here we go. I mean, you just can't go wrong with fresh whipped cream, man. These are delicious, pretty impressive looking. Give it a try for your family at home. Click here to subscribe. Click here to watch another video. Thanks. We'll see you later.